element of the BOS system is the DNA of business, the DNA of business. Everybody has a business operating system. Everybody has a process of what they go through. If you're not succeeding in life, it's because you don't have the hours that you want, or you have the money that you want, or the life balance is because whatever's happening in your business operating system isn't working. That's what we're here to help you do today. So we're talking about the 530 grid. So let me ask you a question. Did you know that based on a number of university studies, the average sale is made after 9 or 10 touches? Did anybody know that? 9 or 10. But did you also know the average number of touches that an average salesperson makes? Between 1 and 2. Even if you made 9 and didn't get to the 10th one, how much do you get paid for 90% of the work, even when you don't make the sale? Nothing. That's why the 530 grid, to know exactly where you're at. Now, there's a number of ways you can use the 530 grid to achieve your life vision. Now, I won't say probably, the most efficient, effective way to learn the 530 grid is diagonal learning. So, I'll show you how it works. Let me give you an idea of what the 530 grid is here. Marketing, pre-sales, the sales, servicing, and client for life. Those are the 5 categories. And then these are the different levels of proficiency, 1 through 6. That way we get the 530 grid. So the most effective way to learn is to actually start in the upper left-hand corner and go diagonally all the way down. That's the system that's used in the Golden Triangle. There's a workbook called the Golden Triangle. This happens to be the special edition Coffee Connections. And this is how this particular book, I see several of you already have that, that's how this book is laid out. Why is it laid out this way? It's the fastest, most efficient way to understand and get results and proficiency. So you'd start with identifying targets, implement 10-strike strategy, why prospects are lost, measure all costs, and process for new products. That's one way to learn diagonally. Okay? The Golden Triangle takes you from identifying targets, develop and deliver a message, track 100% of your leads, ask key questions, implement 10-strike strategy, and group people and messages. The Golden Triangle. That's where we came up with the Golden Triangle. All right? Been developed over 30 years. The next way you can learn is horizontally. You can go really deep, really proficient within one particular level. So you can go identify targets, vertically. So you can identify targets, track 100% of your leads, ask key questions, ask for referrals, and send monthly relationship newsletter. You see how that works? That's an exceptionally great way to study it. You see, there's different ways to approach this tool for you. Here's another way. So that's the vertical learning. We did the diagonal learning. And now there's also horizontal learning. So if you have somebody in your organization that takes care of the marketing for you, then they're going to want to do identify targets, develop and deliver a message, group people and messages, measure results, personality-based marketing, and dollar results marketing. So you see how the personalities tie into the 530 grid. And there's a number of ways you can use this tool. It is one of the most effective, mind-boggling tools that companies are looking for all the time. In fact, even if you did diagonal learning, you will learn more by doing just diagonal learning than most corporations that take years or decades to develop in their business. And if you know why you're doing it, you're unstoppable. Because people could care less what you do. They could care less what I do. Right? Most people approach businesses like, here's what I do, here's how I do it. Let me give you an example. I got this from a TED Talks that I saw. It was really interesting. By the way, if you want to Google a 21 million hit video, go to this one. It's called TED Talks, Why, How, What. Why, How, What. So, let me give you a quick example. Most businesses out there say what they do, how they do it, and maybe, or maybe not, tell you even why they do it. Let me give you an example of that. It's most businesses. Hi, I'm a computer salesperson. We make computers. They're really nice, they're user-friendly, and they're easy to use. You want to buy one? Right? Let me give you another example. Apple Computers sells computers. Everybody on the planet knows that. But Apple has a very different approach. They're like, we think differently than everyone else does. The reason why we exist is to help people think differently and to be everything they can possibly be. And how we do that is putting together computers that are user-friendly, that are easy to use, and are fun to operate. We just happen to make computers. Were you interested in one? I mean, there's other manufacturers out there. Dell, Gateway, right? I mean, but it's interesting. Once we understand the why, which is the why and the how, is a part of our brain. The why and the how is a part of our brain that has nothing to do with language. It has everything to do with why you do what you do and the reason behind everything else. Have you ever gone into a situation where the what, which is the outside circle, which is the verbal part of our brain, which is the language part that collects all the information. Have you ever been in a situation where you got all the facts, you got all the figures, and all the numbers, and you said, this doesn't feel right. Why would we use an example? Why would we use that word? Feel? Doesn't feel right? Look at all the evidence. This is an amazing thing. It just doesn't feel right, right? But once we are buying into why we're doing what we're doing, and somebody else is buying into what we're doing, why we're doing it, the what is a matter of semantics. At that point, it already feels right. They're looking at what model they want. It's not whether they're going to buy one or not, whether they're going to come be part of your business or not, help you promote and, you know, be part of whatever it is that you do. So the 530 grid is going to help you lock in all of this information. It's a path. If you're missing on one of these keys, back up one. It's already laid out for you. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Or you can take the next 30 years of your life and develop something better and come back and share it with us. Either way, it's okay. I mean, we just figured we'd just give this information to you now. And it's available. It's right in front of you, right? We'll get you a copy. It's actually free and online. But the way in which you get that is a very different story, and we can help you develop that too. We're about the why and helping you develop the how and the what. That's why the 530 grid exists. It's not so you can get lost in detail. It's so that you have a roadmap to success. Once you know why you're doing what you're doing, we'll help you with the rest. Okay?
Okay.
All right.